Hello there, YouTubers. Welcome to another Monster Strike episode review. And this time we're going to be reviewing episode 8. Whoa! Minami is back at it again. And this whole entire episode was basically just about Minami. Entirely. Like, her plot, her like, I would say, like, a little bit of the backstory. Because apparently now she's actually, like, the villain, as you could say, because of the fact that I'm going to call it, like, the game Shadow, because of the fact that they really haven't given it a name or anything, because it's some kind of like ominous figure that's controlling the people in this series. But the game Shadow apparently is controlling Minami in the episode, and we kind of clearly see that Minami has like a split personality. I'm wondering if that's based on because of the game Shadow. Maybe that's what's making her kind of have like that. She has like that the personality that where she's nice 1 second, the next she's like abrasive and very rash and just straightforward. And you're here wondering like damn, you know if you were to see this person in real life, of course you would think that this person has like ADHD or something, or Tourette's, except without all the cursing, of course. Because I was looking at Minami, when she was introduced in the beginning of this episode, she was actually shown as a pretty powerful fighter. Her techniques were not as again out of the ordinary, but it's just that the fact that when she was faced against multiple opponents, she kind of threw her hand there and kind of wanted to like Deus Ex Machina kind of it right there. Because I still don't get it at the fact that if they're unleashing their signature moves of the creatures, or if it's a strike combo, or I'm still kind of confused. They're not really explaining that very well in this series if they're using their special attacks. But I'm assuming it was a special attack because of the fact that the animation that was done was off the well, like it felt like they spent their whole budget on making that little scene right there where her creature just literally took out all the creatures at once. And I like the fact that her creature is the first creature that actually looks like it's two creatures as one. That's the way I'm seeing it, because so far in the whole entire episodes that we've been seeing so far, each creature it's only one. I remember that. Yeah, maybe I think I forgot what episode was it, but when they were back at the mall, there's a creature that was riding an elephant. I believe that was the only other creature that was like basically two. But for the heroes, I would say she's the first one that has two monsters as one, which I think that's pretty kind of interesting in itself, because of the fact that maybe her damage deals she can do two damages as one. You know, that I'm just speculating on that because the fact that they didn't really introduce the name of the creature or anything like that. But carrying on, we also see Minami's like I said, backstory, right? So, well, I want to say backstory, more like a little flashback, because they visit her father's like like coffee shop or whatever, like what kind of shop it was, like a little mini like bar or vegan spot. But I want to say it's vegan because the fact that the way the guy's like macho he was like represented like this giant ass like military man. I'm like, so it can't really be a vegan spot. So I'm personally thinking that it's just a coffee shop. That's it, you know, or a little bakery. But the fact that Minami has like some mother issues, or I think her mother died or something, and then basically maybe that's what caused the creature to take control of her, and that's what probably kind of makes more sense now. The fact that Minami was vulnerable. I thought she might have gotten kidnapped, or maybe she was beaten to a pulp and then brainwashed by this thing. But no, apparently it's because her emotions were at a low point in her life, and basically that's what probably caused the game's Shadow to actually take control of her brain or personality, whichever one of the two you want to take it. But then again, at the end of the episode, I like how the fact that they were kind of vague in this episode. I swear, they were so vague that the fact that they did kind of foreshadow that Minami was gonna attack Aoi right there, right? At the end of the episode, we clearly see that there's a picture circulating around that one of their friends from the other class has actually came and told them that hey, there's somebody circling some pictures of you around. So I'm personally thinking it's either like a sex joke or something, because why else would they be blushing? But I gotta remember, this is a kids show. Personally, if it was my opinion, I thought it might have been like someone like took a picture of her like half naked or something. You never know, right? Kids these days, with their androids, taking pictures everywhere they are. But the fact that they're trying to keep this show in the retro light that it is just probably her, probably I don't know, she like maybe I'm speculating that maybe she like spilled some soda over herself, or it's like an embarrassing picture that like she dropped some like some stain on the back of her like booty, or something, right? Something that kids that might be embarrassed that don't want no one to see, or maybe she was wearing a very frilly costume that she was wearing when she was young. It's just stuff like that. Something that teenagers would be like embarrassed to really talk about. But of course, probably the older kids are probably like thinking like, man, someone took a picture of her half naked. That person would benefit in that little scene. But gotta remember, gotta keep it G rated. So, but that's a bit about this episode. It was very short and it was very straightforward, but towards Minami. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. What you guys think about this episode? Can't wait for the next episode now. We might see that they might actually go towards and confront Minami. That's what I personally think right now. But if you guys enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe. But this is Mr. Zen signing out.